Dockers tonight, but I doubt they've been in a better position through most of their history. A lot of depth on their list. Juggled Mark Silvani. Defensive side of centre wing. A lot of young depth on their list. Not a good kick though. Maxwell gets in front, takes the mark. Morabito clipped him. Tuvi comes in. There's a mark and a clip. Well, you wonder why that's not 50. Well, I do. These are trained athletes. They don't normally miss by that much. Maxwell. Do they lead? They don't miss that often, do they?
Depends how hard you practice.
Well, you're a devotee of practice. The ball just forward of the wing. We'll have a ball up.
I just think Collingwood, we even thought before the game, I mean, they've just had a dominant first start of the season. When you think of Nathan Brown, Dane Burns, Cameron Wood, Ben Root, Steele Sidebottom, Brett McCaffer, Chris Dawes, Alan Tuvi, that's a third of their side that are only not, only just coming into their becoming experienced footballers.
Didak. Going to be a lot of blokes, you reckon, at the end of this season, Lee, that are going to have career best seasons at Collingwood. A few of them are well on the way. Morabito, geez, promising. Just 8 games. You reckon the Dockers would have taken 6-2 before a ball was bounced this year, wouldn't you, after 8 games?
Oh, yeah.
And Collingwood have never had a better start under Mickey Malthouse. They're going to be 7-1 tonight.
They've got a cracking game. The Shapes next Friday night against the Cats.
And they've had some interesting duels in the last 3 years, haven't they, those two teams?
Yeah, there have been some blowouts. There have been some close ones, some epic battles. It's going to be an absolute belter.
And who knows, it might be a preview to something a bit later in the season. A long way off, I know.
Well, in many respects, I mean, Malthouse is the story as it sort of unfolds, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a remarkable story.
You could be a premiership coach and actually just retire. That happens.
I'm not sure if Mickey would do that.
Yeah, you can. Provided you want to.
He might next year.
There's Ballantyne running down towards the 50. Lines up. That's a beautiful kick. Assessed it brilliantly and kicks a long goal. His second.
How good would he have been in the schoolyard, battling over a marble or two, Ballantyne? He's a feisty little character. Lee, the last time Collingwood one game clear on top of the table, which they must be at the end of this round, was round 16, 1990. When you were coaching, and when you talk 1990 to Collingwood, all the fans smile. There's ball inside the 50, so it's been 20 years since there's been a game clear on top of the table.
Yeah.
Locked in.
Well, that's a good omen.
And there's out of 10, and it's the biggest ever for a non-derby and a home and away game for the Dockers. They've had a couple of bigger crowds in those final period, but 41,600. Terrific turn-up.
Barlow, Johnson, De Boer, now Tarrant, inside the last minute of a game that I think was expected to deliver top spot to the Dockers by the locals. Well, it's turned out anything but. Morabito back into the corridor. Main runs into a dead end. Harry was waiting gleefully for him. Back to Barlow. Collingwood still applied the pressure, although they break it this time as the ball comes out to Hill. And Hill, perhaps after the siren, could kick a goal. Although this is not the easiest kick for him because he works the ball left to right. Still, he's a very good kick. We're down to 3 seconds. 2. So the siren will sound. Hill will kick. Said it before, the kid can kick. Stephen Hill, obviously too little, too late. Collingwood terrific.
Terrific win. Collingwood by 6 goals and great team effort. But their big gun tonight was wearing number 32, and he's with